Imagine you're a crab on a reef, just minding your own business, when all of a sudden, a zebra-striped xenomorph comes out of nowhere and eats you with its two jaws like... And that is the very real experience of the Zebra Moray Eel. Granted, all moray eels have two sets of jaws, but they're striped and I think they look cool, which is why they are the first animal in my series, Digital Bestiary. If you want to see what other amazing and undercovered marine creatures I add to this series, make sure to subscribe. So let's take a deeper look at Gymnomarina. Here are the different sections of the video. So remember how I told you they have two jaws? That second jaw is called a pharyngeal jaw, and it's present in all moray eels. These jaws help them make sure that prey doesn't escape once it's already in their mouth. While most other types of morays hunt fish, zebra morays have blunt teeth, which they use to hunt crustaceans like crab and shrimp and sea urchins. They live in warm water reefs on the benthic zone, anywhere from 1 to 40 meters. However, they tend to stay above 4 meters and really like to be in sandy and rocky parts of reefs. They can get pretty big and grow up to 5 feet, which is about as big as a leopard shark. Some would say that's an uncomfortable amount. Now, most only get to around 2 feet, which seems a lot more manageable. Oh god, that's so terrible. While further research into their life cycle is needed, we think that they may be protogenous hermaphrodites, which means that at some point in their life they change gender, specifically from female to male. While not a lot of research has been done specifically on their life cycle, assuming they go through a similar life cycle as other eels, they would have a larval stage where they are little willow leaves, and then they'd mature into glass eels, and then eventually become normal full-grown eels. And zebra morays have a really wide range, being found, of course, like near the equator in warm waters, but they are found throughout the Indo-Pacific, being found from the east coast of Africa to the west coast of the Americas. Eels are kind of a weird fish. Not everything that looks like a cross between a snake and a fish is an eel. Some notable examples of these impostures are wolf eels and electric eels. The easiest way to define an eel is by looking at the fins. They lack pelvic fins, first off, and then their anal, caudal, and dorsal fins are kind of fused into this ribbon thing along their body. Of course, scientifically, true eels are defined by being part of the order Anguilliform. The oldest eel we have in the fossil record dates back to about 100 million years ago, but through analyzing mitochondrial DNA, we figured out that the lineage goes back at least 200 million years. For context, that would make them much older than the T-Rex. Eels evolved from ray-finned bony fish, which means I think they're closer to you than they are to sharks. Their long length isn't because their vertebrae have elongated, it's because they have extra vertebrae, with most eels having over 90. There are freshwater eels, but that's a whole nother can of squiggly animals that I'm not going to get into. Moray eels are in the Anguilliform's order as the family Marinidae. We think they split off from other groups of eels about 50 million years ago. Today, there are over 200 species of moray eels that we know of, and they're split across 16 genera. Yes, in case you're wondering, all of them do have pharyngeal jaws. Zebra morays are part of the genera They're part of the genera that's really hard to pronounce. Gymnomarinae. They are the only extant species in that genera. It is thought that they split off around 6 million years ago, but their ancestors would have developed blunt teeth earlier than that. Also, the reason you see all of these pictures with their mouth open isn't because they're trying to eat you or talk to you, it's because they have gills that need to have water pumped over them because they don't have gill flaps the same as other fish. Because of that, they have to move water in and out of their mouth in order to absorb oxygen. There's so much more we can learn about zebra morays and eels in general. For morays, we still don't know that much about their life cycle. Like, we still don't know if they change from female to male, right? Like, that's a huge thing that we don't know yet. Also, while researching for this video, it does seem like we just don't have a lot of research on zebra morays yet. And then a little bit real quick, I'm gonna put a tinfoil hat on, but they're living like so far ranges, and their range is not connected. I'm gonna put a map up right now. You see, like, there's so much space between them, and we don't have any subspecies listed for them, so I'm sure doing some genetic analysis would reveal something. There has been genetic analysis and it hasn't, so I don't want to say for sure, but it just seems a little weird. But skepticism about the lack of subspecies aside, they're a really cool creature and what we know is truly amazing. In the description, I have linked a bunch of articles and videos about eels and zebra morays, so you can click those if you want to know more. But yeah, my senior year is ending soon, so if you want to help me not be broke in college, you can subscribe. You can watch this next video that's coming up. It's about something that you'll like. Hopefully you can definitely hype the video and like it too. That's amazing. And if you want to come with me on this journey learning about amazing creatures, subscribe. I've been Samid Marco. This is Digital Bestiary. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.